Apollomesho turned to Druid Mirth, leaning heavily on his staff from the exhausting trip. I am sorry, but the elders are not yet convinced. Oh, for goodness sake, those stubborn elves. How many more of these tombs we struggle through until they come to their senses? Mirth was silent for a moment as if the elders were speaking. As you notice, tomb raiding is not uncommon outside of the forest. Foss would need all of the armor to be whole again. Just one missing piece should have told them everything we've already known. You'll get nowhere negotiating with elves. It's best you just do what they ask and be done with it. That's the wisest thing that old man has said since I've met him. Apollomesho ignored the jab and hobbled out of the tomb. 2 more. 4. Reviewer party. I'm good. Alright. Clean them, wash them down with a flood. Part those waves. Uh-huh. Yeah. Almost down. And that'll take him out. Thank you, Chambara. With 1 more. No mercy. They were already dead, but that's okay. Apollomesho took point and led the group towards the empty table at the end of the tomb where it was clear Foss Greaves had once been placed. Is it done? Don't tell me it's... Is it gone? Don't tell me it's gone. Unfortunately, the Greaves are not here. Darn, I was really hoping that Foss wasn't back in all that. We all wish that, Dora. And so do the elders. That's why they want us to be so thorough. Thank you, Ray. The elders are indeed unable to rest until it is made absolutely sure that all of the tombs are empty. We have to go find more? Really? Then let's not waste any more time in this one. Saren, lead the way. Yes, ma'am. Alright, final tomb. Crypt 5. Let's go. Ooh, alright, we've got a whole bunch of warriors this time. I think I'm gonna have to do my reflexes just in case. And we're gonna have all these archers upon us. Alright. Alright. Take out the entire group. Here we go. Wow, alright, they've got an attack to cleave everybody in the front row. Oh my! Wow, Mesfit already went down? Sheesh. That's not cool. Oh, great, and cure all. Yeah, this is annoying as anything. Bring him back to life. Come on, Sauser. Shambara, we have to get these people out. I think Loren's about to go down after this. Ugh. Of course, but we gotta keep persevering. There we go. Keep it up, Sauser. Why don't you guys try to hit Sauser? Bring back. Restore. Great. Take that. Ugh. Rough. It's alright. We're about to take him out. There goes. One more left. Worth it. No mercy. That was the toughest one yet. I mean, it was the last one, so. It was the Tomb of Phos' enchanted boots, but no one held any delusions of finding them on their altar. When they saw that the slab of rock was completely void of anything but dust, the entire group was silent. Well, it is hard to ignore the proof right in front of us. This should be all anyone needs to show that the Arc Wizard has been correct all along. Forgive us, elves, if we don't take everything a human says as truth. We learn from our mistakes. Ray, you're really getting on my nerves right now. Please, by all means, bicker like an old married couple. And now, can you still deny that Phos has risen again? All of the pieces have vanished from tombs that were sealed shut upon our arrival. Surely this is all the elders need to see. Mirth was interrupted by the reanimation of a gigantic skeleton. The dead rise, prepare yourself. How could this be? No man or elf's bones could make a monster so large. With Phos alive, this and much more are unfortunately very possible. This is the proof. This part is the proof that the elders need. Argue after it's dead. Boss fight. Let's add Mirth to this. Yeah, let's add Mirth to this. Let's do that. Everyone else, I think, is fine. Alright, this isn't too horrible. Nobody's here that can heal, so that's all that matters. I brought in Mirth just in case we need to get some extra heals up. Can't be too sure. Alright, Loren. Let's see. Shattered. Weakness condition. Yeah, let's do that. Tranquilize. Slow them down. Oof. Alright. Bam. Yeah. Let's heal him up. Misfit. The claw. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. Oof, ow. Take this guy out. Mirth, do you want to heal us? That'd be great. Thanks. Nice. Sauser, take out that skeleton. Alright, Shambhara's going to take care of it. Nice, that wasn't so hard. There we are. Cool, now we're home free.
This is almost fun. I think it's time for a little
Beautiful.
celebration.
That big skeleton is because Faust is back? It is an easy deduction. I would bet my life on it. Mirth stood in silence. When she opened her eyes again, the bright light was gone. She smiled. The elders have conceded that Faust may indeed be alive. They will make the appropriate motions to end the war. Granted, the humans stop attacking as well. We are not the demons you should be fearing. That is why we must convince the generals to cease fire as soon as possible. A treaty must be formed. And quickly. Faust is only going to get stronger the longer we wait. I agree. We must be quick before more soldiers fall needlessly. Quest completed. Complete. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Hallelujah. Look at all of these. Look at all of these people. Leveled. Yes. Loren. Auto assign. No. Let's add more strength. Level up. Draco. That's fine. Palomesho. Skill, strength. Just give him a little bit one of each. Palomesh, Chambara. Here we go. Dora. Fine by me. Ramus. Fine by me. Karen, and she needs to increase her abilities. Whirlwind. Leg break. Slow condition, death blow. Let's increase her focus target. Sure, why not? Shield wall. Ray, cold blood. Resist against paralyzed, weakened, and scared condition. No, I can't use any skills. Sure, why not? Souzer's good. And last but not least, Mirth. Let's add one more strength. Might as well maximize the tangling weeds. The forest elves had finally been convinced that Faust had been reincarnated against all odds, proving that he was a more frightening threat than the world first deemed. Is everything here okay now? Alright. Now we're gonna go to Lothark again? Talk to General Samael. General Samael's camp was heavily guarded, and Loren knew that none of them would have gotten close without Astron's help. The Cards interrogated them with heavy suspicion, and even after they agreed to grant an audience, only Loren, Apalameshu, and Amukiki were allowed inside the tent. Everyone else was kept under heavy watch outside. You are distracting me, travelers. I don't even know why you were... If it isn't the heretic archwizard himself, you will not bewitch me to your elf agenda. You might as well leave. I am glad that my reputation precedes me, but it is very much the wrong one. Oh, then the rumors of being stripped of your title are false? Great for a moment there. I had thought you my enemy. And I destroy my enemies, wizard. That's why I am where I am. The weathered general's eyes were threatening towards Apalamesho. We have urgent news, and it's in your greatest interest to listen. Your enemy is not all who you think it is. And who the blast are you? This is Princess Loren of the Amazons. Those she-devils to the west? You won't be castrating me, sorry to say. Loren kicked at the war table, scattering the figurines. She was about to draw her sword, but Amokiki stepped in front of the general. As offensive as it was, it reminded Loren of their peace-seeking, so she turned away in her anger. And who... Ah, the bear. Have you reconsidered joining my army? He stands with us, General. He has seen the truth. What? Is this true? You're following this madman into infamy? The elves did not start this war. It was demons. The general was quiet for a while. He repeated demons softly to himself. So, they found a new joker to lead them. It is Foss, the same as ever. But we crushed that farce into inferno. He is back, and he is stronger than before. It's Voldemort. Samael looked back at Amukiki, as if he honestly trusted what he had to say over a Palamesho. Then we will crush both him and the elves in a single campaign. You must stop your war with the elves. You need them to battle the evil in Everburn. Need the elves? Pah! The demons are too formidable to fight as one nation. Only together can Aravorn win. I respect you a lot, Gladiator, but I don't believe that for 1 second. I fought demons in my day, more than any man should. I know what my army can handle. You're all done insulting my leadership. Get out of my tent, now. They were kicked back out with the other party members. Well, how did it go? A great fool he'll turn out to be. He was going to hear none of my reasoning, but at the very least he recognized Amukiki. It's by his grace we spoke this long at all. The gladiator held his head high. The general believes that the Empire is the strongest nation and will listen to none other. Unfortunately, that means he is stronger than even the demons as well. Enough. How do we change his mind? We must head to the Everburn Mountains and give him proof of their strength. He needs to doubt that he can take them on alone. Convince Samael. Head to Everburn Mountains, proof to Samael for the demon's strength. Luckily, I think this will be easy to prove. We need only survive the gathering of that proof. I don't like the way you said that. We're going to survive. Right. Perhaps no one may even realize you're missing. See? Right there is what I'm talking about. She hates me. Draco's so funny. I am not looking forward to breaching the Everburn Mountains. But if it is the only way... We should proceed with caution. The party set off towards the dark mountains to dare to find vicious demons and beasts that might tilt the mighty general's perceptions to their favor. Alright. Camp? It's been a rough day on the mall. Most of them just wanted to sit by the campfire for a hot meal and go to sleep, Saren included. However, their food had run completely out the day before, and they were too busy with their tasks to gather more. Loren called over Saren. Arrange for a gathering party, or else the weak-willed of us will apparently starve. So hungry. It's only been 1 day. Who would have thought that some of us needed food to live? Amateurs. I should be able to catch some rabbits in the woods. I saw some when we passed by earlier. That will not feed us. They both looked at Amukiki as he made himself part of the conversation. Saren was less welcoming as usual. And what would you suggest? There are fish in the lake. How would we even catch the fish? I don't understand. The way you always catch fish, with a spear. That was unfortunately something that Saren hadn't been taught, nor even seen thanks to his days in the Citadel. Rabbits are still a much better idea. They're tastier and require less work to catch. And besides, I don't think everyone else knows how to fish anyway. Then stay behind. I will catch enough fish by myself. Whatever you get as much as you can. I don't want us to be in this situation again. Saren and Amukiki left glaring at each other when Loren gave up on them. Amukiki's inherent competitiveness combined with Saren's possessiveness of his mistress triggered a war in their minds. They took separate routes to the same waterside location, but they met there just the same. Saren had only finished collecting materials to build the rabbit traps. Amukiki, on the other hand, was waiting in the lake and had already started collecting a pile of fish on the shore. The gladiator only briefly acknowledged his presence before striking the water and retrieving the fish impaled on the spear. Saren's jaw clenched. This was not going the way he wanted. But all he could do now was focus on making traps as fast as he could. And yet, while he did, he knew that working too quickly would result in poor quality traps, and even if he were done soon, he'd have to wait too long for the rabbits to trigger them. So he weighed his options, continue with his plan or find another better food source. There was no doubt in his mind that it was the latter. Saren quickly evaluated his surroundings. Amokiki retrieved even more fish from the end of his spear. Fishing was off the plate, and fruits or vegetables would never compare to meat. Meat? Saren could hunt big game, but what? He had never wished for a bear so much as he did right now. Saren noticed something gliding in the water. A crocodile. It wasn't a bear, but it would do. He decided not to announce it because it was Saren's to kill. And he would have to be quick, because if it reached anywhere near Amokiki, the brute would surely kill it himself. It dawned on him that Amokiki would have to kill it because it would attack him. That crocodile was swimming right in front of Amokiki. Saren was already near the water's edge by that point, but he dove right on top of the beast without thinking further. The crocodile writhed under him, but he managed to clamp its mouth shut. Wow, wrestling a crocodile. Who would have thought? Saren had trouble in both finding and wielding his dagger. He was only able to stab the crocodile once before it unexpectedly spun underneath him. Saren's knife slipped out of his hand and into the water. His heart almost stopped the moment he saw the beast thrash towards him with his wide open mouth. But then the crocodile was completely out of sight, smashed into the water by a spear straight into its skull. Wow, my hero! Amokiki grunted as he ripped the beast from the water and tossed it on the shore. It flopped down lifelessly. He then turned to Saren, still sunken into the lake. You picked too big a fight. I could have handled him. Amokiki said nothing and walked back onto dry land. He then rolled the crocodile over and heaved it onto his shoulders. But that was his kill. Whoa there, pal. Get your hands off my stuff. Amokiki almost smirked as he started to walk back to the camp. Saren stumbled out of the lake in protest. You hear me? You can carry the fish. His jaw dropped. That man had really just stolen his prize and was really abandoning the fish to him. Saren had no choice but to gather the fish and haul them back, running after Amokiki. You might have to be... You were kind of put in your place there, Saren, I have to admit. Humbleness. Hold on, let's get our story straight. I jumped into the lake with my dagger in my teeth and it killed itself in fear. Amokiki ignored him. Back at camp, Draco was wilting by the fire, moaning and groaning. Dwarves need twice as much food, and you don't see me whining. Dor's stomach rumbled. You didn't hear that. They're back. About blasted time. Draco shot up with an anticipation, almost knocking Dora over. They both cheered, seeing Amokiki lugging in a large beast on his shoulders. Yipes! How did you get this thing? Never mind, I don't care. How do we cook it? Saren grumbled, since he rightfully couldn't claim anything that they brought back to eat, so he helped prepare the food in silence. A mighty kill. It is Amazon tradition to give the best cut to its slayer. Loren passed the first choice of meat from the crocodile around the circle they had formed. It passed from her mother's hands, teased Draco Dora, and eventually ended up in Amokiki's hands. Saren burned with jealousy, right up until Amokiki passed the plate to him. He stared at him, offering it for a moment, unable to believe it. I don't know if Saren deserved that. Like, he really should be a little bit more humbled, and he was like, he's getting a pity. As far as I'm concerned, he's kind of getting a pity thing, because jealousy is not something that I'm really all that a fan of, and I think it really uglifies a person when they're really that jealous. So shame on you, Saren. I don't think you deserve this, but it's okay. Amokiki's just trying to give you a nice gesture, so I'm not gonna spoil it by saying any more than that. Take it. He hesitated no longer and grabbed his reward, and realized that he hadn't actually killed the beast to deserve it. Thank you, Saren. Even though Loren gave an approving nod across the campfire, he became more focused on Amokiki through the night. Oh, we don't even get a choice. We really should have given the choice of whether or not to confess that we weren't the ones who actually killed it. Instead, no, Saren just took it. Even if he didn't want to admit it, his views on him had changed for the better. Amokiki's affection increased. That's pretty cool. I don't know if we have any more people talking to us. Perhaps I have not impressed upon you the urgency of man. Yeah. Nothing's new. You are deliberately undermining me. Amokiki went rigid in defensiveness, but said nothing. Can't deny it, can you? You are overreacting. I have done nothing but try to serve the princess. You put her in danger. No, I saved her from it. You were wrong and you should admit it. No, I was not. It didn't matter what I said. You just wanted to be disagreeable. That is meaningless. You are blind. Blind? You're already set in what you want to believe. You have not appreciated my presence from the beginning. That much is clear. Good. I didn't know if it was getting across well enough. Amukiki's eyes glanced down and saw that Saren had his hand on his weapon. What now? We fight? No, I don't want to... I'd rather not fight Amukiki. Wrestle, maybe. Wrestle, maybe. But not fight. Oh, this? No, I just wanted to show you my sword. It's new and sharp. Good at killing things. You still fear I am not on your side. You are wrong. If you say so, we are allies, and that is the truth. To quote you, we'll see. They have a very interesting relationship. Very, very interesting relationship. Need to be alone right now. Need to be alone right now. We should really focus on the task at hand, don't you agree? Ray sat by the campfire with one of his arms completely bare. He took several red flowers and began crushing them into a bowl next to him. This intrigued Saren, and he crept closer to spy what he was doing. The crushed flowers had made a dye, in which Ray dipped his fingers and began drawing a line starting from his wrist and straight up to his shoulder. It looked cosmetic, but he had never seen him do it before. After a few touches, Ray disposed of the dye and recovered his arm. Saren could not help himself anymore, and he had to ask, "You forgot the other one." Oh, no. As always, we'll need my aim perfectly straight tomorrow. He gestured the act of firing a crossbow, but his explanation explained nothing. What? My arm was twisted today. Saren blinked. It needs a speedy recovery. The more Ray acted like Saren should have understood him, the more he wished he did. Oh, that's right, you're a human. You know nothing of great elven culture. That line you drew was an elven thing? It is a mark. It has been part of the elven culture since the beginning of time. This symbol that I've drawn, it's meant to guide the healing spirits to my arm. At least hopefully. They usually appease me. I think I understand. You take that red flower, make a dye, and draw on your body where it hurts? Like a big red arrow pointing to a gaping wound going, "Please heal this." Ah, yes, and no. Marks can be anything. It is a whole other language. Wow, seems like there's a lot I don't know about elven culture. Yes, it seems so. Will you teach me? Ray was hesitant. I will, but because people like you need to be educated, not because you demanded me to. All right, fair enough. Okay. I finally get it. Get what? Why you enjoy being Loren's little slave. You love her. Not in a romantic way. I love her, but not in a romantic way. Excuse me? I am not. I don't see girls that way. I like how he says that. I don't see girls that way. Shambara grinned at how easily she disturbed Saren. Just think about it. Why else would you not care if you had any freedom? Because you're exactly where you want to be. Under Loren's big Amazon thumb. She does have pretty big thumbs. Hold on a second. She's the princess. It's not like I have a choice. Yes, your mighty princess. You obviously have your mighty princess, who obviously has a weak spot for you. How could you not swoon? 'Cause I don't swing that way, Chambara. Hate to break it to you. Weak spot? Dear me, your mind has stopped working. Then let me spell it out. Loren wants you as her plaything, and you'd like that. And you'd like that, so you stay. And you'd like that, so you stay. Wow, Shambara, you could not be any more off. At least, not from my end. Loren could very well like Saren in that way, but Saren, not as romantic. Involved. Sorry, Shambara, you're totally off. You may be all-knowing, as you might claim to be, but not about this. Saren recalled all the times that Loren had protected him, or gave him an unusual look. She was so cold at first, but now? Did she really love? He shook his head. You're right. You almost got me there. Come now, aren't you just as interested as I am to know if underneath that cold exterior lies something very, very hot? Not for me.